Alrighty, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle here, and welcome to my new video game room tour. I'm going to try my best to keep the camera as steady as possible, so let's get this thing started. Alright, so as soon as you enter the room, on the left side is pretty much the background that you see in all of my videos, just because this is the main attraction. This is where all the games, or pretty much all of my games, are shown on display. And I just love this. This, when I first set it up, I've never been able to actually have everything displayed. So when I first set this up, I actually just came into the room and kind of looked at it. I'm just really happy the way that it turned out. It just looks nice to have all of your games on display. At the bottom there is my strategy guides, the tripod that I use once in a while, miscellaneous comics and some systems like handhelds, a boxed NES, which is freaking awesome. I actually got that because my girlfriend moved in and she had hers originally. My Blu-rays are all on this shelving unit here. On the top is some collector's editions, some collection edition items, some Skylanders. I will look at these all individual. I just kind of want to give you an overview in the entire room. Then we get into the middle with the Marvel picture, painting, whatever you want to call it. Not a painting, but a picture, I guess, as well as some Spider-Mans in the corner there. And then the two TVs. Now, this is not where I play my newest systems. I will show you that at the end of the video. But this is where I play my older systems. So like you see PS2 there, Xbox, Nintendo Wii. The older systems are for that TV, the old school TV, because they just look better on them. Well, but those two systems actually will look nice on that TV as well. It depends on the game almost when you're looking at these kind of era of systems. But if you're playing like NES, Super Nintendo, N64, that's the better TV. And then there's some more, I guess, TV seasons there. And the top shelf is my girlfriend's standalone handheld games. She has a few games in the collection, and I'll point those out. But that's kind of like her shelf right there. At the bottom there is just my two boxes for the Halo 3 Legendary Edition and Skyrim, some miscellaneous controllers, cords, and all that kind of stuff. The incredibly comfy chair. I love this chair. I could sleep in it almost. It's so comfy. Just the window, and over here, nothing too fancy. I just want to kind of give you an overview of the entire room. Is the closet, some more gaming items in storage, and then the door. It needed to be seen. Okay, so let's go with... Sorry, that probably was not a good transition, but let's start up here because I'm sure everybody wants to see, not necessarily Skylanders, but the games. So I have Skylanders up here because they're serving the purpose of video game memorabilia, I guess, because I find that a collection it looks a little bit nicer when you have like these little things that aren't games, you know? It just adds a little bit of flair to it. So I don't know if I'll always have them there, but at the moment I do. Now I have my PS3 collection, my two limited editions, which I love these. Like this is the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster, limited edition, and the Kingdom Hearts 1.5. They're fantastic. And then the PS3 collection. Now the PS3 collection, I have a good amount of games here. Probably my favorite is Uncharted on it. Trying not to get the glare from the lighting here. Resistance, also an amazing series. But look how bland the PS3 labels are. Like they're just like there's a little bit of color in Little Big Planet, Ni no Kuni, Resistance, but there's not. I don't know. It's just very bland. Finally, Uncharted has a little bit of green, which is nice, but it's just. I wish that they would come to life a little bit more. My three PS4 games here, Killzone Knack and Lego Marvel. I had three others, but I sold them. And my Xbox One games. I've had the Xbox One for about a month now, and I already have like 7 games. It's sales, man, sales. Now let's go down to Xbox 360. Trying to think of the games that stand out. I have a lot of Call of Duties on the 360. I do have some on the PS3 as well. My Dark Souls Collector's Edition, or Limited Edition, whatever you want to call it. Dragon Age Origins, I'm just going to mention this right now because I finally started playing it not too long ago, and my girlfriend saw me play it, and she's beaten the game at about 72 hours. She was just downright addicted to it. She loved it. Oblivion Collector's Edition. Gears of War. 1, 2, and 3. Amazing. These are, I'm so glad that the Xbox 360 ended up having this series. I love it. I would say that I probably enjoy Gears of War, the campaigns, more so than the Halo campaigns. And I am a huge, huge Halo fan. Although Halo 4, just that's one of the best ones right there. It's just all these other ones. Like Halo 3, I did not really care for. Reach was not bad. I haven't played ODST. LA Noire. Some other games there. This is going to be hard to do. Record of Aggros War Zero, an awesome strategy RPG. Red Dead Redemption, I love that game. Just recently started playing Tomb Raider. And over here, we have some steel books. So I have the regular cases, but I also have these steel books for Battlefield 3, Bioshock Infinite, Halo 4, and then the cool things, new Super Mario Bros. U, so a Wii U game, and StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm, so a PC game. Then we go to my Nintendo Wii games. All of these games should be in alphabetical order. Once in a while they might not be, but for the most part I try to do that. The rest of my Wii collection, one of my favorite games would be The Last Story, which you probably saw as a collector's edition or limited edition. My Wii U games here. I surprisingly have a lot of Wii U games. Like that's a good chunk of Wii U games. I haven't played them all because some of them I just picked up because they were really cheap. But every one that I have here, there was an interest. Like I wanted to try them out. My Xbox original games, also Xbox One or not Xbox One, Xbox original. That I like the display for the spines here. Like I was saying, PS3 very boring, but look at the different colors that we have. Invisible War looks really nice. Fable, really different. Halo's kind of boring. Max Payne kind of boring. But then you have like Mech Warriors, Oddworld. Just some, adding a little bit of life and color to the collection. Thank goodness. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle of Bikini Bottom. Actually a really fun platformer from what I remember. When I first played it when it first came out, and I really enjoyed it. Okay. Some of my strategy guides are just like, like the Hyrule Historia. Not a what's this? I think okay, the Skyrim. So Hyrule Historia. So I guess some just miscellaneous stuff. What's this here? Dark Souls, Fable 3, Ni no Kuni. Just some regular World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2. Some things you don't really need a strategy guide for, but some you do. Some of my favorites here, Final Fantasy 9 strategy guide. Or no, sorry, that's 10. Where's 9? Okay, there's 9. One of my favorite RPGs of all time right there. The other one that's kind of like rivaling it is The Legend of Dragoon. And then just some smaller strategy guides, like Warcraft 2. That's such an old game, and a PC game. Diablo 2, Warcraft 3, and Pokemon. Oh, and this is the original, first ever Pokemon official strategy guide. This thing was awesome. Let's actually take a look at that. Back when I love the art from Pokemon, the original series. It's just, so cool. Everything's falling on us now. Apparently they don't want us to look at the strategy guide. They're like, no, we're awesome too. Okay, so let's just put that there for now. Okay, let's go to the top over here to the Skyrim Dragon. Really nice detail to him, and I love collector's editions, and he's actually, I can take him off here too. So he does come off the rock, or this platform. He's actually quite sharp too. Like he's like plastic, but he's sharp once in a while. I've hurt myself before cleaning him. For collector's editions like this, I want them to mean something. So Skyrim is probably my favorite game of all time. So obviously, I wanted that. The Halo 3 Legendary Edition. I didn't like Halo 3 too much, but Halo and Master Chief is just, pretty much one of my go-to series, and like the reason why I game is because of Halo. So that's right there. Oh, and I am what am I? 31,836. I guess they made a lot of those. My 3DS collection here, and they're already starting to overflow, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. Just a bunch of really good games on the 3DS. I love the 3DS. Even the remakes, you know. I still don't have The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, but I have pretty much all the staples that you would need, like Bravely Default, Fire Emblem. For RPGs, I really like RPGs. Tales of the Abyss, which is just a recent acquire that I picked up for $10, still sealed. Mario Kart 7, like you have to have that. What else here? New Super Mario Bros. 2, Star Fox 3D, Super Mario 3D World, and Super Street Fighter. Really good too with the lenticular cover that I had. And Pilot Wings, that's another good game. My DS collection, which I think is the only collection that I have that I don't have in order, like in alphabetical order. Harvest Moon, I'm a huge Harvest Moon fan. Some Nintendo characters here, Mario, Yoshi. Yoshi's the best. Just this little stance that he's doing. He's adorable. Look at that. Toad's head is too big, so he has to kind of like lean, or else he'll like fall. So yeah, he's good. I wasn't like a really big player of the DS when it first came out. Here's my PlayStation 1 collection. Mainly just like some RPG. I sold all of my PS1 games, so now I'm slowly starting to rebuy them. Where is the game? Oh, I don't think these are in order. They're not in order. Are they? No, they're not in order. Sorry about that. Okay, so these aren't in order. And the first game that I ever got was Croc Legend of the Gobos. That was my first PS1 title. But yeah, this is like, you know, such a small collection of what I used to have. But I have the essentials: Final Fantasy IX, Legend of Dragoon. That's all you need. I really didn't need to beef this up. My PSP collection, and honestly, I don't really play the PSP all that often. I want to. I should say there's so many other games. But I have a nice little collection. I played a few games here. Ys Chronicles, Final Fantasy 1. Is that all that I played from this? Yep. Moving on, my Vita collection. I do have Uncharted Golden Abyss as well, but it's not here. My lone Game Boy Advance game, which is Harvest Moon Friends of Metal Town, which is a kind of like a remake for the Game Boy Advance of Harvest Moon Back to Nature on the PlayStation 1. Ys Chronicle Collector's Edition, Ragnarok Odyssey, and Ys 4 Memories of Celceta on the Vita. We go down to the PlayStation 2 games here. Once again, this is like pretty much me trying to regain my collection of PS2. I sold every one of these titles except for maybe there might be a few in here that I had that I for whatever reason didn't sell because I guess they meant a lot to me. But yeah, I remember that when you were younger. If you plan on collecting games, do not sell them. Not that I really had any intentions of doing that when I was younger. My very, very small GameCube, and like 3 of the games are Harvest Moon. Like I said, I love Harvest Moon. And speaking of Harvest Moon, my boxed 64 games. These I wish I would have kept all. I didn't have a lot of 64 games when I was younger, but I wish I would have kept all of them. But the ones that I do have, are the like I've had these for the longest time. So these are when I was younger. This one I got later on, but these are all from when I, in the 90s when I first picked them up. And all 5 of those games, amazing. Harvest Moon 64. That is the first Harvest Moon game that I ever played. My brother got that for me a few Christmases ago, which was awesome. And NES system in the box. I love having these pieces of items because, this box is, as old as I am. It's crazy. That's just freaking awesome. That's, like I said earlier, I think I mentioned it, that is my girlfriend's. And then I just have some comic books that are like the compilations. I don't know if you can hear like something falling or being played with. That's my cat in the background. Sorry about that. Game Boy, my original. I still kept for the most part, most of my systems, which is nice. So I still have my Game Boy Color box end system, or handheld, I guess. This is kind of like all my handhelds, 3DS or 3DS XL, PSP's in there, Vita's in there. What's in the back over there? A charger, a random charger. Okay, it's gonna be a long video. Sorry about that. Assassin's Creed, Bravely Default, the manga from Zelda, Wind Waker, Wii U, Tales of Exilia, my Blu-rays. I'm just gonna do a quick shot of these because my steelbook's over there. I'm gonna be doing like an entire collection update on my movie reviewing channel. I guess I could put a link in the description box below, so you can actually see everything that I have. So I'll just quickly go over them. And these are not in order either. It's just yeah, it's just a mixed match of pretty much everything. I like a lot of comic book movies. I like thrillers. I like movies where you have to think. I like older movies. I don't have a lot of older movies, but I do like them. A bunch of 007s. I try to keep the series at least together. I'm kind of quivering, aren't I? And it's like really dark down here. A few PC games that I have, but I have like all my PC games I still have, and they're all still in boxes. Just I'm not showing them off. Just another few over here. Okay, we're pretty much done here. My Marvel picture, which I just love, like that. It's really nicely done. Wolverine, one of my favorites, as well as Hulk. And where is Spider-Man? Speaking of Spider-Man, there is that's from the 2002 movie. Same with that one. That one's really nice. I like the colors in that one. And just my old school TV. PS2, some random books over there. I'm reading The Legend of Drizzt, Homeland. That's the first. I've read that numerous times. I guess I could show this. Okay, so my Wii, my girlfriend's collection. That's her 3DS, her PSP's in there. Her collection, which she has Tetris, Pokemon. So we have a lot of doubles, I guess, so that we can play together. One of our favorite games of all time is Bravely Default. She just absolutely adores that game. Her DS collection, her Castle PC game. Then this isn't all my TV seasons that are DVD. It's just some of them that I wanted to, I guess, go back to, like easy access to. A lot of Batman there, as you can see. I still need the 2nd and 4th season. I just randomly picked these up when they were on sale at one point. Blue Bloods with Tom Selleck, House, Mentalist, Prison Break, Seinfeld. I have the entire collection and I'm just rebuying them because I've watched them so many times on like the big boxes. What else do we have here? More Simpsons, X-Men, Turtles, Boy Meets World, some Dragon Ball Z. Mel Brooks Blu-ray collection in the back there. All my movie stubs are in this giant thing and it's packed to the brim. Another random PlayStation carrying case, which is kind of cool. Okay, over here, the Skyrim box, Halo box. And that's pretty much it in terms of the game room. So now I'm just going to quickly bring you over to where all my newer systems are, because I think a lot of people would want to see just, that. So here you go. My cat. Yeah, you gonna say hi to everyone? Say hi to Team Beardage. Beardage. So here we go. There's my 40-inch Samsung and Xbox One. The only bad thing about these is that they get so much dust on them. So Xbox One, PS4, Wii U, 360, and PS3. And then I just plant myself right there. And that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching. Finally, my game room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, thank you all for watching. You've been bearded in Beardage.